Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nerds of UVM. I'm your host David. I'm so glad you all are joining us again today. I'm joined by my friend Luke.
How's it going, everybody?
I'm joined by my friend Bob.
Why the fuck are we talking like that?
I'm joined by my friend Io.
What's up?
And today!
No, see, it doesn't work. You can't go hipster coffee place all of a sudden to Vince McMahon.
What, you don't like my NPR voice?
I was wondering why we're just doing like Sunday news hour NPR.
We'll see, it's been a tough week. No, it's okay.
It's Sunday. It's the beginning of the week.
All right, so
It's hard.
this is the show where we talk about nerdy stuff, as is evident by our table and our and my demeanor, anyway. And today, Bob brought us a topic. Bob, what are we talking about?
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning was a savior who kept our streets and our schools safe. He was hope personified. But he was also Jefferson Pierce, my father.
Yes.
So, mainly this show, but we'll probably get into the more comic lore and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't know it was a comic until the show came out, so I did some research before the show.
Did you know it was a character before the show came out?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know any of this stuff. I thought, well, I had a feeling it was a comic because, I mean, the safe bet is to, base a TV show off of a comic book character because there's a lot of good material to work from, hopefully.
Right.
3 episodes in, CW, pretty good track record with superhero shows.
In the first season, at least.
In the first season, at least.
Oh, shots
But
fired.
I think this is going to be a shortened season because it's kind of like in a mid-season replacement.
I think it's got 16 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. But I like it. So far, so good.
Yep.
So far, so good. I will say I do feel it's kind of preachy on certain things,
Okay.
like issues and stuff like that. I felt like, but what I like.
Did you feel like it was talking down to you or something like that?
No, I don't know. Not really talking down. It's just trying to push an agenda.
Okay.
But what I like the most about it, which is working for it so far, is that him in the costume is secondary to what's happening outside in his community. Mm-hmm. That's what I like about it the most. Because maybe so far in the series, he might have been in a costume 20 minutes total.
Yeah, I would say that.
So I like the fact that they're still hinting at more things to come, which is what you usually do with a beginning superhero series or movie or whatever. But so far I like that. I like the balance they're having. It's like there's still a lot more outside world influence to deal with, and then Black Lightning is kind of like a fallback answer or something like that. I don't know. I like how Black Lightning's not at the forefront. It's more of what's happening in the world, in their community.
Okay. Luke, you haven't seen the show.
No, I was gonna watch it before this episode.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, but I kind of forgot to. What you gonna do?
Okay.
Anyway, but I did see the ads on TV and stuff. So what I can say purely on that front of it is I thought it looked really well cast. Just the short little TV commercials. Being like, oh, Black Lightning's on. It looked interesting.
Character so far, I haven't really seen a miscast, to be honest.
That's good, yeah. And yeah, the guy playing Black Lightning looked like he did a good job. I was just reading the synopsis for the first episode, and I like kind of the direction that they're taking in that he doesn't want to be Black Lightning. He has to be. It's more of a last resort type of
I
deal.
mean, there's also things that come up with that too, but we can talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thematically and casting wise, the little info I know, it seems like it's pretty solid so far.
Okay. Very cool. Io, you have seen the show.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think the cast, the cast, great cast, great music for the background and the intro and everything, and great story plot and everything, and the social issues they're talking about is real if we want to talk about it in that way. So it's relatable, I would say.
Yeah.
And it's Yeah, it's good so far.
Okay.
Yeah, so far it's 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
I still have. I mean, I'm hoping that they don't all of a sudden just like take a turn and it's like garbage.
That's not usually a trend for CW superhero shows in their first season. At
Arrow.
least. Well, no, Arrow went 2 solid seasons before it started taking it downhill. That's my point. Like the first season is usually pretty good. Like the Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and then like the Legend of Tomorrow. No, not from me.
Okay, that's another problem.
I wrote a whole review on that season. How I thought it was garbage. Yeah, no. So
Is this on your blog?
it is on my blog. I haven't done on my blog in a while, unfortunately.
You should blog.
I should. I'm really good at it.
So what were your impressions of it so far?
Black Lightning. I'm digging it. I think it's got great cinematography. I do like the actors in it. I like what they're doing. I feel like Jefferson Pierce himself is given a little too little to work with as of right now. I'm not
Too little.
I mean
as
like
what?
I don't know, like I mean I don't
Material?
kind of in a way. It's just I don't know, maybe it's just I don't know, like I feel like personal like the interpersonal like Jefferson Pierce faces a lot of external conflicts. I'm not seeing a lot of internal conflict in him right now, especially since he's sort of gotten over the I need to be Black Lightning hump as of right now.
Well, I mean, I can still see it with like family drama. And
I mean,
stuff.
I like it, but it's just like I'm seeing like a little bit of a lack in that, and as opposed to, I kind of hold the bar for like Arrow season 1. Like there was a lot going on for Oliver in that show.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the bar I hold it at. So I mean, it's good. I like Cress Williams, I think is his name, or Cress Williams. I don't know how to say the last
the guy
name.
who plays Jefferson?
Cress Williams?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like the guy who plays Black Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, I also like the look of Black Lightning. Like
I love his
the
look.
beard and the goggles and the medals.
That's what really got me.
Like,
with, like the
it's
ads.
very distinct. It's very distinct, and it's also like it's not like his comic book look. You'll see there are flashbacks to when he was Black Lightning back in the day,
Yeah,
9
like
years
the
before.
comic book,
Like that's
yeah.
more traditional to his comic look, but like this is like totally like revamped. I
So,
do like
this
the beard.
is the modern.
Yeah.
Literally, he bullets. Well, I mean, as long as the suit doesn't run out of power and stuff, but I think he re-energizes it or something through his powers. The suit,
Yeah.
because his suit has like a force field. Like guys are shooting him, and he's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. I like how his literally it's like getting hit by like defibrillator paddles. Like whenever he hits someone, it's like it looks like they're getting hit by like a defibrillator paddle. Like they get just knocked back.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I like that sense. Like there's more there's more kinetic energy into that type of violence. I like it, and it fits with his powers.
Yeah. The lightning powers themselves on their own, they're pretty dynamic. I mean, the Flash is somewhat utilized lightning in the show as like a power set, but never to the degree that Black Lightning has. I do like that. I will say though, I have seen a lot of animation, a lot of comics done where the lightning power is like the reason it's called Black Lightning is because it uses like lightning that is black. It's devoid of light almost. And the way they've done that in the comics is that it's Black Lightning with like a blue aura outside of it. That's where his costume inspiration comes from. So I'm a little bummed that they're not doing that in the show right now. It's literally just blue lightning. And I understand that, it's very technical, maybe a little more difficult to do, and you need to get the point across that he's got lightning powers, and I get that. It's just like as a comic fan of Black Lightning character, it's a little disappointing is all.
Yeah.
I like the side character. Actually, I'm liking the dynamic with the mother a lot.
Yeah.
Who Lynn, I think is the character's name.
I don't recall.
I don't remember her name. But she and Jefferson Pierce, they got a great thing going on. I like their interplay. I like the daughters. I kind of like what they're doing right now, especially like Anissa, who was going to end up being being the character Thunder down the line. I think she's great. I forget the other one's name. China Anne McClain is playing her though. I am waiting to see what they're doing with her because it seems like they're kind of just like just average teenager as of right now, which is fine. I mean, that's the story of their family. It just seems like a lot of time is focused on her, and there's not a whole lot that seems totally interesting, especially compared to the other characters in the show.
Something might happen. I mean, I don't know. Have you seen? I know you haven't seen anything, you loser. But have you just watched the pilots?
No, I've seen all 3 episodes.
Okay, you've seen all 3.
Yeah,
have
so
you?
has he.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you guys just watched the pilot. But because of what happened to a boyfriend, something more interesting could happen.
Yeah.
But And plus, what I like about this show is that, first of all, the villain's not afraid to shoot a priest.
Yes.
That was insane.
Yeah.
First of all, whatever the two gunmen going after the crowd was one thing, and I thought it was just I mean, Arrow has gone dark and so has Flash and stuff like that, but literally I thought he was gonna do a stupid monologue and then they were just gonna drive away or something. I didn't know his bodyguard was gonna take out a sniper rifle and nail that priest.
Yeah.
That literally I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to shoot Black Lightning at first.
No, because I think he knew like Black Lightning just stopped a whole magazine full of bullets. So
Yeah.
it's like
Doesn't
in
want
his
him to be a martyr.
In his
Okay.
suit, yeah, he doesn't want the martyr. But the priest is like some guy that they need to get out of the way.
I mean, a
Or even-
headshot could work.
But I think they wounded him just like I think it was like a villain warning shot too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it wasn't a kill shot. It was in the shoulder. What did more damage was unfortunately her boyfriend, who was like a track athlete and a football star, who's now like life is turned upside down.
Yeah.
But I like that. I mean, and like the second episode, a mom whose daughter got killed by the 100 gang got freaking blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap. That's pretty dark for a CW show.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
That's pretty intense.
Damn, I want to watch it.
See what you're missing out?
It's a good
Do
show.
you see the fun we're having?
It's a quality show, and then I mean, you touched on it a little bit. The social issues that are presented in the show, I feel like I feel like it adds that tinge of realism to it. You know, I mean, I don't know this experience that these characters are having, but I mean, it's an experience that a lot of people, especially a lot of African American folks in the U.S. have. I think it's important to be able to present that in the show. Well, so like this is something you felt like Mike got a little bit too like.
No, but what's funny is though, I mean, I'm not making fun of the issues or anything like that. I mean, it's funny though because this is shot in the nicest parts of Vancouver and they're trying to make it look like a slum.
It's actually shot in Atlanta.
It's a shot in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh! That's my goal to be on I want to be a guy who gets beat the hell up by Black Lightning. Because I want to be a stuntman. It would be awesome if I just take a punch from that guy.
Yeah. It's
I
shot.
thought it was filmed. I thought because it's owned by
No,
CW, I thought
no.
they did the Canadian thing.
No, it's not shot. I mean, I don't think Supergirl's shot in Vancouver now, is it?
Maybe because I mean I don't know. I honestly don't know.
In any case, Black Lightning is shot in Atlanta.
I didn't know that.
I think.
I didn't know
you
that. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They did an Atlanta thing.
Yeah.
I think that really fits too. I think I mean just having a different city because you only can show skyscrapers differently in Arrow and Flash when you realize it's still Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way, I mean, Atlanta skyline's totally different. Or even if they just stick it to like the smaller suburb ghetto kind of stuff, you know, we don't see skyscrapers.
Yeah, it does give the show a different kind of vibe, which I think is needed for a show like Black Lightning. On that note, though, of it not being shot in Vancouver, and so I mean, this is a show that isn't in Arrow. It's not in like the Arrowverse necessarily.
I thought it was.
Not from what I've seen. The showrunner said, and I don't remember the showrunner's
So it's
name,
probably on like
unfortunately.
Earth 12 or something like that.
I mean, that's what it's on a different Earth, definitely, which I think allows it to actually.
And there might be other heroes because in the pilot that newscaster does. That's why I thought it was in the Arrowverse because he said so you have other vigilantes in other cities. You know, doing this and blah blah blah. You know, making it I think a case against Black Lightning.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was set in the Arrowverse.
No, I thought so too. That's why I had to look it up to be sure, because they're,
then they could do a different because
they're not obligated to do crossovers, not obligated to be in the same universe. I think it's a creative decision to keep it independent from expectations that have been set by Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl and all that jazz. But yeah, I think I would love to see them cross over, but I don't know if they will. In all honesty, I don't expect them to.
No.
Because it doesn't seem like they're up to do that yet. They just want to kind of do their own thing.
I think I would.
I think they should do their
I
own
think they
thing
should do their
first.
own thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
for like 2 seasons and then maybe crossover.
Yeah.
maybe touch on it somehow. Maybe like I don't know.
I mean, it's not impossible.
Cisco vibes to the wrong Earth.
Yeah. There are little episodes when like Barry even runs to a different Earth.
Yeah. But right now, I mean, the crossovers can get kind of messy. I thought this last crossover thing was good. I liked it.
I have actually liked the crossover. I thought
The crossovers have been decent, good
the,
so far.
the first one was just like literally Flash went on to Arrow episode and Arrow went on to a Flash episode. I thought that was good. I thought the second one was like dealing with the Hawks was a hot mess. I thought
Yeah, Vandal Savage storyline was not great.
I thought the third one when it was like the Dominators was
That was
good.
great.
Yeah.
And then this past one when it was what was it? Earth X. I thought that was stellar.
Yes,
I thought that was really
yes,
really
that was good too. And I mean, it's just nice to see other characters interact with other characters. But for like, I agree with Io. Like maybe 2 years down the road, if they want to try something, they've had enough. Like they're kind of seasoned to know like what can work and what cannot work.
And that also gives them the opportunity to like bring over a lot of superheroes instead of just like it being just Black Lightning. Like
I mean, we don't even know.
you can bring over Thunder and Lightning when they show up down Light, and maybe even Static at one point.
I mean, yeah, that's another thing too for this show. It's like if it's like a kind of like a fresh start. It's like Static Shock can show up in this series.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see a whole slew of heroes we haven't even seen yet in there that have been maybe even cut off from the Arrowverse because they were holding it for something else. But like Static Shock could be another great guy to have on board. Just maybe not like B-line characters, but like just other characters that would play off of each other very well. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I think we should end the episode there. Everybody, I want to thank you for joining us for this episode of Nerds of UVM. If you liked what we did here, consider commenting down below, leaving a like, or subscribing to the YouTube channel, which you can see right there, and following us on our social media right there. Check us out. We got some more episodes coming down the line. Hope you enjoy those. But until next time, I've been David.
I've been Luke.
I've been Bob.
I've been Io.
And this has been Nerds of UVM. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, live long and prosper.
Wu-Tang.